Dear Dina, my son is 7 and my sister's son is 7 and is now getting interested in Pokemon, and I was so excited. He and I have been talking about it and have bonded over our mutual love for the show and the collectibles. So last weekend, I surprised him. I took my Pokemon cards collection over to show him. He freaked out. He thought they were so cool, and we spent 2 hours looking at them. These cards are valuable. The classics are worth a fortune. I gave him some ordinary cards and a few pack of new cards. He was so happy and asked if I would leave the other cards so he could look at them more. Of course, you can guess what happened. I stopped by on Sunday and he had taken out all the cards of their cases, mixed them all up, and some were basically trashed. I'm absolutely furious with my sister. She let this happen and told her she needed to pay me back for the value of the cards. She told me to grow up and stop playing with children's toys. Then I showed her the values of some of the cards and she freaked out. My nephew basically destroyed over $5,000 worth of cards. Don't you think my sister is responsible for it? Signed, Pokemon Collector in Cascade.
This is a really sticky situation, so I'm not going to minimize the value and the worth of your cards, okay? I'm trying to put things into perspective. So I'm going to share my perspective. You do not have to agree with it. That's the beauty of Dear Dina. We share. You can take it or just do what you want to do with it. I see this as an opportunity to teach your nephew and your sister, quite frankly, about value and worth. I understand that it probably took you years to collect these and that you spent time and energy and that all plays into this. However, you cannot, should not put a price tag on relationships. And what this is saying to your sister and your nephew is that that is more important, the Pokemon cards, than having a relationship with them. When you do that, you sadly will reap long-term effects that are damaging. However, if you teach him about this and the importance of taking care of things, you don't shy away from, look, this took me years. This is actually $5,000, and I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but you will. But you matter more to me than $5,000 worth of Pokemon cards. That's my advice.
Yeah. The fact you left thousands of dollars worth of cards with a 7-year-old, really, that's on you. To be honest, it's a hard lesson to learn.
Right.
But the fact you let, what I would have said if he said, can you leave them? I'd say, look, honey, these are very valuable. I'll bring them over the next time I come. But you have to understand it's taken me a long time. It's cost a lot of money and they're very valuable. I'd love to take you along on the journey. Let's do some chores. We'll do some chores each week and maybe you can help me out one time and I'll buy you some more cards and show you the plan. You should not have left the cards with a 7-year-old. I'm sorry. This is on you. And I agree with you 100% to choose things over people. We do it way too often in this culture as Americans and a materialistic culture. Teach him. Maybe you guys can work together to rebuild the ones that were lost together and he can learn from that way.
Yeah. We wish you well. But this is such a great opportunity. Seize that opportunity. Dear Dina, if you've got something, well, we've got something too. You can take it or you can leave our advice. You'll find Dear Dina under the Features tab at key103radio.com.